All right. Thanks for hopping on, Kristie. This is something new that we're going to be doing in our community. We wanted to have a student spotlight that we're sharing wins that everyone is having. And today we have Kristie, who's also partners with Charles. And you guys are located in the Boca area, right down in Florida, and you guys do business in Central Florida.
Yep.
So I know you guys just came off of a smoking month. You guys had 22 deals signed in June, right?
Yep.
So let me ask you this. Before that, what was your guys' biggest month?
So before that, we had, kind of crushed our, back at that time, we're like, oh, this was our best month. And we did 12 deals in March.
Okay.
And before that, they were kind of falling around 8 to 10.
Right. Okay.
So we literally doubled it.
Awesome. One question I want to ask you is a lot of people, especially when it comes to wholesaling or real estate investing, going direct to seller, a lot of people say, I don't have a sales background or things like that. And I'm curious, what is your background?
I wouldn't say I have much of a sales background. Like my job before getting into wholesaling I was a ballroom dance instructor. So I had to sell dance lessons. So I did have experience with talking to people. Like we have processes, procedures, believe it or not, with selling dance lessons, there's still procedures.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't have any real estate background, not any real hardcore sales training. I think I just had somewhat of connection, how to, connect with people and stuff like that. So.
Nice. Okay. And how long have you and Charles been doing the business together?
Together, it'll be 2 years. We just hit our 2-year work anniversary. So.
Wow. Awesome. Congrats.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing big things only 2 years in the business. So that's awesome to see.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' different roles and responsibilities within your company?
So since we joined your guys' small group, that was something that we learned from you and Tiffany, was just learning how to separate. So Charles is mainly doing the daily operations with marketing, closings and everything like that. I'm the one that's kind of handling acquisitions, closing deals, leading the sales floor, and training our staff. So.
Well, sounds like you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Right. So how long have you guys been in the small group? When did you join?
Yeah, so we joined the small group in March. We went to your two-day event in March, and then after that we joined the week after. So
gotcha. Okay.
Technically been in since beginning of April.
And what did your company look like then, and what does it look like today, as far as who all's on your team and all that stuff?
So before, we did have one agent. We hired on an acquisition agent. Being a part of your group, we realized we were probably doing the onboarding process a little, probably all wrong actually. We were just kind of throwing them in, just hey, we've done this before. You just, here's some scripts, just get on the phones and figure it out.
Yeah.
We only had one agent, but there was not much of a process with daily trainings, how to do one-on-ones. So since your group, we've hired on somebody else just because we did have just more of a better way how to onboard somebody, how to do trainings. Mm-hmm. And now they're both, consistently doing deals a month and weekly. So we've definitely grown in with having people in the office. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. I see so many times that people in the industry, they feel like they can just throw a script in front of someone, say, get on the phones and expect them to perform. And all of a sudden here you are 3-4 weeks later and you're like, why are you not closing deals? Right. Where's the performance?
Yeah, there's a lot to learn. I guess once we hire somebody, we just realize, because we've been in the business for some time now, that there's a lot, and it can be very overwhelming if you don't have processes in place and ways to kind of work at one thing at a time and lead you in the right way. I mean, yeah, that's why there's a lot of turnover. I feel I know a lot of people complain oh, I can't get them to close deals, and they quit. And so, no, it's definitely important.
Right. They get frustrated, you get frustrated, and it just turns out bad. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It sounds like you guys have been able to streamline the onboarding process, get them trained to a point where they can get on the phone. And then you added the structure with meeting rhythm and all these other things to put them in a position to be successful. Can you talk a little more about what kind of difference you've seen from that structure, the trainings and regular meetings and stuff like that? How has that changed your guys' business?
Yeah, I mean, that's why, we had that huge month last month. And I feel nothing happens overnight, right? It's not like we woke up June 1st and we're like, oh, we're just all of a sudden doing things right? I feel leading up to that, everything was just starting to finally fall in place. We've had a good process with the smart dialer and being able to contact old leads, and then the consistent training for, my agent just all of a sudden had his best month because we were consistently training, making sure he's building good habits and doing things like that. So I felt like it was just the 2 months we were consistently doing everything that you kind of teach us in the group that it finally just all hit. It just kind of exploded.
Right. No, that's awesome. Yeah. So I can't stress enough to anyone that's watching this, the importance of having that structure and putting your team in a position to be successful. And you guys are seeing it right now, because you guys are living it right now. So
yeah,
that excites me to see. I love seeing you guys win. You guys are doing big things. The last thing I want to leave off with the group here is, do you have any words of advice for anyone that's looking to take this to the next level, start to grow a team, things like that?
I think my advice would be is I'm not someone that's good on processes. So I feel like, I don't know, like obviously we joined your group for that specific reason as well. I think just, making sure, you have processes before taking a step. Like I know a lot of times, if it comes with like hiring stuff, people are like, oh, we'll just hire, then figure it out. And we did that and it did not work. So I think, having process in place and learning how to, be able to train and be able to like have somebody come on board and have these things in place already is going to lead them to more, success rather than having them start and trying to figure it out afterwards.
Right. That's a great point. A lot of people, they have that mindset of, hey, I'm going to go ahead and find someone first, and then I'll just figure it out. And that's the way you were just saying that was your guys' mindset at first, right? Yeah. And you guys did that. And then once you had joined the group, then you saw the onboarding process, the training process, and then you also saw the consistent structure that you have in place now. And you're saying that your advice would be, hey, don't same mindset that we had. Don't think that you'll find someone and then figure it out from there. Make sure you have the right system, the right structure in place to bring them into a structured environment, to put them in a position to thrive, basically, right?
Yeah, because you'll come off more professional. You're going to have better people that are just going to want to when you kind of just throw people in, they're going to think, wait, what is this company doing, right? You're going to look more professional. You're going to look like what you're doing. And again, they'll see results right away. Like our second agent that we hired got a deal her second week.
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome. In their second week.
In her second week, she was on the phones for, I think she got on the phones like half the week before. And then in her second week, she passed off a deal and I ended up closing it, and she got a deal her second week. So.
Wow, that's awesome. So that's got to be like, she's got to be grateful for that, right? Yeah. She's probably super excited, and she's going to see that compound over time. So that's awesome. I love seeing you guys win. Thank you for sharing with everyone here in the community. So if you guys have any questions for Kristie, is it okay if I tell them to reach out to you? If not a big deal. Got to give you permission to say no, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks again, Kristie, for hopping on. And I wish you guys continued success and looking forward to continue working with you guys.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much.